All right, so if you're running Google ads for your service business, you already know they can be a game changer. But let's be honest, there's that nagging feeling, right? You're wondering, are these ads actually working? Well, today we're going to dive into why testing your ads isn't just some nice to have extra, it's pretty much the key to making them profitable.
So let's just get right to it. The big question that probably keeps you up at night. Are your Google ads just wasting money? I mean, you see the ad spend going out every month, but you're not totally sure what's coming back in return. And believe me, that's one of the biggest frustrations for business owners out there. And here's what that looks like in the real world. You log into your Google Ads account and everything looks okay. You're getting clicks, you're getting impressions, but then you look at your phone and it's just not ringing any more than it used to. That disconnect? That's exactly where your money is disappearing. Okay, so let's try to solve what I like to call the ad spend mystery. Where does all that money go when it doesn't turn into actual paying customers? The good news is this isn't some unsolvable case. The mystery can be solved, and all the clues, they're waiting for you right inside your own data. And here's the bottom line. This isn't just about numbers on a screen. Think about it this way. Every single dollar you spend on the wrong ad, well, that's a potential job that you just lost. That's a customer who went to your competitor instead. It's a direct hit to your business, plain and simple. And this quote really gets to the heart of the whole problem. Without testing, you're not running a strategy. You're just guessing. You're guessing what your customers want to hear. You're guessing what will make them click. And you're definitely guessing what's going to make them pick up the phone and actually call you. So let's break it down. Why aren't those ads working? The reason is usually a lot simpler than you might think. It all boils down to one critical gap, a gap in understanding. See, the issue is that your ads are based on what you think your customers want to hear, not what they actually respond to. We're all guilty of this. We build our ads from inside our own company, talking about the things we think are important. But your customers, they're out there in the real world with their own problems, and usually what they care about is very different from what we assume they care about. And this is a perfect example of what I call the guesswork gap. You might assume, hey, everyone wants the lowest price, so you make all your ads about discounts and being the cheapest. But what if your actual customers, the ones you really want, are looking for reliability? They're looking for that company with a 5-star reputation. If your ad is screaming cheap while they're searching for trustworthy, you've completely missed each other. It's a total disconnect. And that is exactly how you end up wasting your budget. Your ad about low prices might get a ton of clicks, but they're from bargain hunters who were never going to be profitable customers anyway. So you're paying for all these clicks from the wrong people while your perfect customer just scrolls right on by. Okay, but here's the good news. This is where we can turn things around. There's a really simple but incredibly powerful way to close that guesswork gap for good. And it all comes down to the power of a simple test. You've probably heard this called ad testing or A/B testing. It sounds technical, but it's not. It's really just a simple method where you show 2 different versions of your ad to customers to see which one works better. That's it. It replaces all that guesswork with real, actual data. Honestly, the easiest way to think about it is like this. Imagine you've got 2 different signs you could put outside your shop. You put one sign out, sign A, and you just see how many people it brings in. Then you try the other sign, sign B. You're just counting to see which one brings in more customers. That's all this is. We're just doing it online with your ads. And here's how a simple test actually works. First, you just take your main ad. Let's call that ad A. Then you create a second version, ad B, but you only make one small change. Maybe you just change the headline from, say, affordable services to 5-star rated services. Then you show both ads to potential customers. And finally, the most important part, you measure which ad actually gets you more phone calls. It really is that straightforward. So what happens when you make this one little shift from guessing to testing? Well, the results can be huge. You stop chasing things like clicks, which honestly don't mean much, and you start focusing on the only thing that actually grows your business, getting more customers. And this chart really shows you the impact. When you're just guessing, you often have really high ad spend for a pretty low number of booked jobs. But once you start testing, that's when things change. You can often spend less money on ads because every dollar is working smarter, and you actually see the number of booked jobs go up. It's all about being more efficient with your money. So let's recap what testing helps you do. Right away, you reduce wasted ad spend. You start to discover what your customers truly value. Is it your speed, your reputation, your guarantee? You finally start turning those empty clicks into actual phone calls. And here's the best part. You get a huge competitive advantage because chances are your competitors are still just guessing.
All right, as we get ready to wrap this up, if you remember just one thing from all of this, please let it be this next point. It's a total shift in how you need to think about your ads.
Here it is. The goal isn't to get clicks. It's to get customers. Let me say that again. The goal is not to get clicks. It's to get paying customers. Clicks don't pay your bills, right? Booked jobs do. So every single decision you make with your ads should be focused on that one thing. And just remember, this isn't something you do just once. Things are always changing, so continuous testing is what really turns Google Ads from being just another monthly expense into a reliable, predictable system for generating booked jobs for your business, month in and month out.
Hey, if this was helpful for you and you want more practical insights just like this to help grow your service business, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. And of course, if you're at a point where you want some help turning your Google Ads into real calls and booked jobs, that's exactly what we do here at Proper Marketers. Thanks so much for your time today.